Some would play.
And delicious.
The ladies are all drinking a drink. A fancy methed up drink. There was some orange meth that Daphne brought.
Pink meth.
Was it pink?
Orange
Was it pink or orange?
You're right, it was orange meth.
Orange meth that Daphne brought. That's on the record. They put it in a drink. Seems like a waste of meth, I think. And I'm not sure how you do meth. I think it's snorting, but
A couple different ways. Snort it, smoke it, shoot it, drink it.
mix it in a drink.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Make,
So-
make,
Yeah, man.
make tea out of
All
it.
the same ways that you do the weeds.
So, snort the weeds. I haven't tried it that way. I'll have to do that. That sounds like fun and terrible.
I'm sure you could snort keef, right? That crystally THC
I mean,
goodness.
I snort queefs.
Oh my gosh.
Nailed it. Tossed it up there. Called a shot out of the park.
Okay, me being on this podcast does not mean I endorse all things that are said.
Nope, that's a lie. She endorses all of it.
The views expressed on the Sanity Network are solely those of Matt. Just Matt.
And Rico.
They are Matt's views and represent the views of Matt. Everything anyone says represents the views of Matt, so hope we never have a Nazi on. But you never know what you're going to get.
All right, so I had Martell spells prepared because I thought we were doing a side quest tonight, but
We
Daphne
could
showed
still
up
do
clutch.
that side quest.
Or you could just continue the main story.
Continue the main story, fight some monsters, get some more XP.
Actually, there's a couple different arcing points from where you guys are at in the game now. Whether you choose to act on them, we'll actually decide.
Well, we're gonna arc all over the place. That's my plan, because I'm an XP fiend. I wanna kill some shit and score some sweet XP for that charisma point,
Oh yeah, for Warlock, right?
and then score some more XP later so I can level again and become a warlock. I got a ways to go, and the path is rugged. I want to get my monk to 17 though, for real. But also, I kind of want to be a warlock a little bit. Like, it could be fun.
Why could you not?
Pee my pants? I definitely.
Oh, because you have to spend the experience to level up to get the charisma. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, my next level up gives me an ability score improvement, and that'll give me the one more point I need to qualify for warlock. Because there are qualifications you have to meet when multiclassing.
Yeah.
And multiclassing to warlock requires a charisma of 13 or better, and I have a 12. Vicious. But at least I'm only 1 point away. It
Yeah.
could be worse. I could be like a 10 and be like, all right, I'm not being a warlock. It's not going to happen.
Daphne, is that what you needed? Yes.
Yeah, I've got a 12 charisma. So 13 wouldn't be terrible. Seems like a waste of
Right,
an
be
ability
careful
score
with it.
improvement, but I've got a plan.
This is definitely a drink that like you
Monk
gotta be
Warlock
careful.
would be pretty fucking dope, though, to be perfectly honest.
I think so as well, especially the Hexblade thing.
Oh yeah, the Hexblade we were talking about.
That'd be dopey dope. I'd put a dope on a rope and drop it in the shower.
This drink is delicious, BT Dubs.
Thank you.
Dope on a rope. Is it made of drink?
Yeah, it's certainly liquid in nature.
It is rum and grenadine
Okay.
with
Sugar.
apple cider and pomegranate juice.
Ugh,
That sounds, yeah, that's why it tastes so good.
Yep.
awful.
With sparkling sugar that just went to the bottom of the glass.
Meth. That was meth.
Yeah,
We've
pretty sure that was
established
meth.
for the record on this podcast that that's meth.
Oh my.
And that you could drink meth.
You can.
And y'all are going to be wired for a good 8 hours.
8 to 9 hours, roughly. I remember not sleeping that entire night.
Methed up.
The after party was at like 1 o'clock
Man.
in the morning is when the party kicked off. And then I didn't sleep again until the next day until like 10 p.m. when my body was done partying. And it was like, hey, buddy, you need to crash. Because there was LSD and X that was done at the rave. So I was candy flipping at the rave. And then the after party, there was the meth. And then, oh, it was a good time.
And that's,
I've never been to a rave, nor do I ever want to go to a rave.
I'm
Why?
too
Want
old.
to be go to a rave. That's
You
not a
can
proper
still
sentence.
go to a rave without doing drugs.
No, I'm just
did
saying
drugs.
that like no.
I would want to do drugs if I was at a rave, and I'm too old for those drugs.
Oh, I am too now. This was years ago. I'm a good Christian boy now.
LSD is like a lot of fun back in the day, but I'm too old for it
I
now.
miss it.
You got to have like a good 8 to 10 hours free where people aren't going to bother you. And that's not a thing that happens when you're an adult.
Yeah. With
People bother you every
bills and a
couple hours.
responsibility. Could you imagine tripping your balls off while you're reffing a soccer match?
I
Oh,
probably
jeez.
could have done it when I was like 16 to 22-ish. I probably could have pulled that off. I went to school tripping a couple times.
Daphne and I are just shaking our heads.
No worse for the wear.
Jeepers.
This Dragon's Milk Solera is really fucking good. Like,
Hear
I'm a
that
huge
Dragon's
fan.
Milk? We love you. Love us back. Or we'll slay you in our game.
Even I will drink Dragon's Milk if it will sponsor us.
I mean, there are some pretty long domain names out there, especially when you're doing surveys for fast food restaurants, when they give you your receipt and they say, do this survey.
Oh my gosh. I
Taco
never
Bell
did the
gives a
survey.
fuck.com to suck a dick.
Yeah, I think that's
you?
about right.
It's the Russian site.
Okay.
I think the Dairy Queen one is like the DQFanExperience.com or
Unreal.
something. It's huge, man.
Do better.
Yeah, it's
Be best.
You should use QR codes.
Yeah.
Are you buying it?
I don't know. I mean, it is available.
Spend all your money.
wait, how much is it?
$12 a year.
Yeah.
$12 a year? That's not bad. I might buy that right now.
Okay, just because you have more money doesn't mean you need to be spending it all.
The ideas are
Right
free to everyone but Dragon's Milk. You can't have it unless you pay me.
$12
Pay
a
us.
year. That's not bad.
We bought a domain that I think is a really good name.
All my fucking domains are coming due again. This is the time of the year.
Yeah, I have mine on auto renew, but I
Yeah,
probably
me
should-
too. But Bluehost is now like, oh, you're gonna renew, and I had the special deal when you sign up for like 3 or 5 years at a like super sweet price, but you pay it all at once. I was like, all right, cool. I think it's 3 years because now they want to renew 3 years at the normal price, and I'm like, all right, slow it down. We can maybe go year to year now.
Yeah.
I ain't got $400+ for another 3 years of hosting. Settle down.
When's it due?
Like sometime in November, I got to call them and be like, hey, what can we do here?
Oh,
Can we maybe
I
get off
can
of?
probably help.
Can we get off of the 3-year plan and go to the one now that the deal's over? Or hear me out, hook me up with that deal again, and I'll give you the 3-year plan, baby. We'll get down.
How much is it for the new 3-year deal? You said like $400.
It's all good. I'll take care of it.
I can help. I'll chip in. I'm not doing anything on this podcast anyway.
I'm gonna call them and be like, hook me up, baby. Just let me talk to your manager. Hook me up,
Bro.
and then they'll hook me up. It's like when you're renegotiating your goddamn internet bill every fucking year. So I know I'm paying the regular price now, but I'm feeling like maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I go to AT&T. I don't know. And they're like, hold on, sir. You got to call our customer retention line. Okay, give me that number so I can stay on hold for an hour. This is worth it. Yeah, hello. No, I'm thinking about switching to AT&T because my deal ran out, and I don't feel the value is there. Oh, I can go to AT&T then? Oh.
Bye.
That sounds about right. That's the one retention rep that's on their last day of their 2 weeks.
What's the one retention rep who's calling my bluff and looking in my area and like, you don't have fiber from AT&T? No, you're getting. Ooh, that's going to be like 100 megs best. I don't know. You're not going to AT&T. You fucking lying piece of shit.
In fact, we're going to raise your bill an extra $20. Thanks for calling Comcast.
I hate doing that every year. I almost want to pay Trim just to do it for me.
Do you have MetroNet out here yet? The MetroNet fiber?
I don't think so.
No.
I would be the worst customer retention rep because I would just be like, well, it's your life. Just do whatever you want. Do what works best for you.
I'd be like, hey, I can't help you. Wink, wink, wink.
I'd be like,
You
I'm
have
not
to
pretty
ask
sure if our
the
values
manager.
are the same. I don't know if they quite match up.
We've decided to go separate ways.
Yeah.
We decided to move in a different direction.
I hate it. But yeah,
I stay with Charles Schwab for 5 years. I earn sabbatical.
How long is that?
1 month long sabbatical.
and do you get paid?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that about?
It's just what Schwab does for their employees.
Do you have to go to that thing in the woods with the owl costumes and the rich people? What was it called?
The Bilderberg Group?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Sahara Grotto?
No,
Oh, no. I'm thinking of
I think they're part of it. I think this
something
is
like
tie-in. Yes.
Bohemian Grove.
That's
Yes.
it.
There it is.
Oh
What
my
was
Do you have
God.
to
Sahara
do that?
Grotto?
That's the Mason
That's a
thing.
Mason thing.
Whoops.
I was like,
Do you have to go to the Bohemian? What was it?
Grove. No.
Are you sure? Because it feels
Actually-
to get a month sabbatical, it feels like you might have to.
Actually,
go to
I'm
it.
not sure.
You might have to go to a Bohemian Grove and
Worth it for a paid month off.
You
Worth
might
it.
have to get raped a little.
I mean, Worth it.
Okay.
Daphne and I just gave each other a look. We're like,
I mean, if we were already established I'm a whore, now we're just negotiating.
I feel like men might take rape a little better. Just because we're like,
because you give it.
no, if we were getting it.
Also, well, yeah, I think probably because we've got no risk of pregnancy
Yeah.
and having to bear
Like,
that
shit
burden.
comes out of there.
And okay, this is why we need another girl.
No, we
So
are perfectly
bad.
even
No.
with 2 guys and
We
2
have
girls.
4 girls.
No,
here.
but then you guys dominate though. That's the problem.
Hey,
Don't me. Don't
it's not
you
a
do
problem. It's just life.
I mean, yeah, being alpha is pretty cool.
I would dominate 60
it.
women.
All right, Daphne, you and I have got to find somebody else to come be on the podcast.
Also,
Where
who
is
would
Jenna?
we even trust to come to the podcast other than Jenna?
Where is Jenna?
Yeah, Jenna, you need to come back.
This is not okay anymore. I'm done.
You know what I'm excited for? December's recordings. Because
Oh,
that means
yeah.
eggnog.
Mm.
And Matt's got like 30 mason jars of it in the fridge.
I've got like 7.
Hey, Deborah, do you
I
think
was close.
sometime in the wintertime you could do a one-off of Icewind Dale or something?
I should.
'Cause-
Well, didn't Rico want to take a time off?
January, Rico didn't want to DM in January.
That's
just
right.
to give myself
Sabbatical.
a little break. A sabbatical, yeah.
Sabbatical.
Sabbatical from the podcast.
You have not been with the podcast for 5 years yet. You have not earned this sabbatical.
3. We're getting there.
You're close, but
Yeah,
not there
we're
yet.
close.
That's a strong ale, Dragon's Milk.
It's really good. It's really good. I'm a big fan of the Solera.
Contact me. info@somewoodplay.com, probably.
Probably. What?
Probably.
Someone played out
I
probably.
just haven't checked it in how long.
No, it forwards.
Oh, okay.
It's all good. I get emails from rando weird advertising sites that are like, "Oh, come join our platform, Verbal." No thanks, dummy. People are like, "Oh, they're putting your podcast on." I'm like, "No, it's great. They can put it up for sure."
Oh,
You don't want to be sponsored?
It's not really a thing.
Oh, okay.
I have a fun story.
They want you to use their network, and it's like, fuck your network. This is what the podcast is, an RSS feed, bitch. It's not for fucking exclusivity.
You had a thing you were going to say, Dad?
Oh, yeah.
Story. You had a story.
Story.
A fun win, maybe, for the podcast, maybe.
That's spelled Nguyen.
That's a callback to a conversation only Matt and I had. Go ahead. What's going to be the win?
I I'm gonna have a chapter published in the book about podcasters,
No
published by Robert Southgate,
Ah,
and I thought it could be. I talked about the podcast in it too.
sweet.
So
I know Rob. Rob and Martha are both really, really cool people.
I think they're really great and they're really nice and fun. So that's
I
my
think I
story.
still have my Southgate Media Network badge somewhere.
I never understood what the point was. I know. It's like,
Are you saying you need a badge?
Nope.
He was
Okay, good.
he was in Jingle All the Way.
All right, are we ready?
I like
For
it
what?
as an extra.
And he was in the Toy Store band.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.